Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Mike here. I got a vlog for you tonight. I got lots of notes and lots of stuff to cover for you guys. The first thing I want to do is give a big shout out to Chris Cullen, fellow YouTuber, fellow STL Vapor. On my last video, you may notice I had a trade out there for my 69 clone. Worked out a deal with him with the Fatty V3 on there, both of them clones. He traded me an authentic Crown for that. And Crown Addy thing. Vape's fantastic. Easy transaction with the guy. Doesn't live that far from me, but we just slapped him in the mail, shipped him to each other. I got it in 2 days. Fantastic dealing with him. If he's ever got a trade or any kind of transaction you do with him, very trustworthy person to deal with. So thank you, Chris, if you're watching. I'll show you guys a quick vape on this. I've got Uncle Mike's Crypto in it. Vape's like a train, really easy to build on. I didn't know if I was going to like it and put it up for another trade. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. Pretty sure I'm going to keep this. It looks awesome on my Turtle Ship clone. Loving that. The other thing that I would like to tell you guys about, I went up to Express Vapors, and he has in magnets for several different mods, like the Chi-Yu. I think he has them for the King, the Nimbus, and he's got them for the Turtle Ship. Put 3 magnets in there. I don't remember what they were, $5 or $6 a piece. Trust me, worth every penny. This button is so soft to the touch, and it feels awesome. I just love the way it feels. 10 times better than it did. I took a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I got it sitting right here. I also, if you've got kids in the Boy Scouts and they do the Pinewood Derby, you can get graphite. They use it on the wheels to make the cars faster. I got a little of that, and then also when I had that switch part, put that down on that switch and just made it super slick. So it's just like a Turtle Ship clone switch on steroids. I love it. The best part about it, this is one thing I'm really persnickety about when it comes to switches, is being able to set the mod down without locking it. I hate locking mods. The only time I ever lock a mod is if I'm building an atomizer on top of it for safety, and in most cases I take the battery completely out to do that, or put it on an atomizer stand. But I like to be able to set my mod down and not have to worry about the thing firing. So I've got short throw, super soft, slick button that can be set down. So I highly recommend, if you own a Turtle Ship, go to Express Vapors, have him hook you up with a magnet mod. It is awesome. So I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm going to vape throughout this whole thing. I don't know if that's annoying to you guys or not. I'm just in the mood, so excuse me. Alright, huge news. If you watched my last vlog, you have heard about all the nightmares that I was having with websites. Nightmare over. I am live. I am up and finally live. It's umelixir.com. So finally got umelixir.com up. I did it through Volusion. Everything is working great. It's working fantastic. A couple things to talk about. Right now you have to go through PayPal. I am working out the details with the merchant, but whenever you're selling something that contains nicotine, you're going to have it's a high-risk situation. You're going to have issues finding the merchant. Well, I've found several that have bid on it. I've got one guy I think I'm going to go with. Not going to mention the name because I haven't made the decision final, but I am going to get a merchant soon, so you'll be able to use your credit card right through this site. I know some people frown on using PayPal, but right now that's the option I got, and it's been working well. We've been getting plenty of orders, and that's been working out real well. I don't know how much you pay attention to the e-cigarette forums, or I think there's a Facebook page out there that's vendors not to buy from, or vendors not recommended, or something like that. But there's kind of a, excuse my French, but kind of a shitstorm going on right now around coloring in juices. So if you bought juice from me before, you'll notice they all have really bright colors. The reason I use bright color in there, I used to not do that, but I had a lot of customers say, hey, it looks really cool in my tank, it looks cool in the bottle, I want that coolness factor. So I accommodated it. And there's a lot of stuff going around about, I think titanium dioxide is the particular ingredient that they're worried about off of another vendor's juice that has kind of an opaque color to it. My juice does not have any titanium dioxide in it. And in the sake of full disclosure, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I color my juice. This is a trade secret that's going to shock the hell out of every single one of you. Here it is. Food coloring. This is made by McCormick. You can get it at Walmart or any grocery store. It's food coloring. It is safe to eat. We put it on children's cakes to eat. That is what I use to color my juice. Is it toxic? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know. So here's what I did. I went out on a website and I set up a mandatory required option on juice. So there's actually 3 required options. I'll go through all of them. But the first one is, do you want it colored or not? So if you are worried about coloring in your juice, that's not a problem. You just mark it without color. So far, every single order I've received has asked for coloring. So I don't know if it's that big of a deal, but I want to make sure that each customer is able to decide what's safe for them and what's not. We really don't know a lot about what is in e-juice. We know there's PG, we know there's VG, we know there's nicotine and there's flavoring, and all those things are safe to ingest except for nicotine in high concentration. You can't do that, obviously, but we don't have any scientific facts out there that tell us whether it's safe. Now, you may have read my rant on Facebook going off on people that are picking on vapors. I'm not going to do the whole rant here, but let me make one thing really, really clear. That we know there is over 3,000 toxins in a single cigarette. 3,000. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that every single thing that we put into our e-juice was toxic. At the most, it would be 6 to 7 ingredients, and I'm including water as one of them. If they were all somewhat toxic, and you compared 7 to 3,000, not really even an argument there. So I'm going to get off my soapbox on that, but I do get sick of the bullshit propaganda that is out there involving e-juice and e-cigarettes. It is a much better alternative than smoking or chewing or any tobacco use for that matter. So, off my rant. My initial point was, whether you want color or not is totally up to you. I'm not here to tell you what's safe and what's not, because I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor. Make this, whenever you buy from me, you make the choice. I'm not going to force feed either to you. It doesn't matter to me. I will tell you they taste exactly the same. The coloring doesn't have any bearing on the flavor. Some people think it looks cool, and that's fine with me. Alright, I'm trying to get more interactive. I want to be very engaged with my customers and very transparent with the way I do things. So I do have some new social media things going. I've always had a Pinterest page, and I get made fun of a lot. They say, hey, it's targeted for women and stuff. I have what I've always called the ultimate man's Pinterest. I got cars, I got grilling, man food, just interiors of like man caves and all this man stuff that I like. I got on there, but I also added a new board on there for Uncle Mike's Flavors. So go out to Pinterest. It is Pinterest / Michael Prater, MICHEALPRATER. I will put it down in the comments at some point. Go out there, take a look at my pins. If you like them, repin them. Also, I'm on Instagram. I have no clue what my username is. I think it's probably Michael Prater. That's what I use all the time. If it's not that, it could be Exit36. Could be Uncle Mike's Elixir. I don't know. You'll have to search for it. When I find it, I'll slap it down in the comments. But anyway, Instagram is a fun tool. I just take some snapshots and throw them out there. Hashtag the hell out of them. And have a good time looking at the people that are following me and the people I'm following. So I also am going to get a Twitter up and going. I'm pretty savvy, but I'd never have jumped on the Twitter train, or what, I don't know what you'd call it. I've never been a tweeter, but I will work on doing that for you guys. I know a lot of people use that. Okay, so one thing that I need help from you guys on is I'm new to this whole new YouTube thing, and the only reason I'm not using this for notoriety or anything. I want to have face-to-face interaction with my customers as much as I can, and this is just a good way for me to get my face out in front of you and then just talk to you. If I tried to type all this out, it would take me hours. It's so much easier just to ramble on. I like to talk the way it is. So anyway, I need some help video editing, and I want this to be cheap. I've dropped a boatload of money into getting this website up and going. So I preferably free. If there is a free video editor out there, the way I do it right now, I go straight to the YouTube, go to the webcam record, and just hit record and slap a video out there. I'd love to have a webcam recorder that you could do some editing on. Not that I'm going to do a bunch of editing. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I'd love, you know, like right down here or up top or something, I'd like to have my website or something up there. Something really simple. Or if I'm talking throughout the video about another vendor or something like that, I'd like to have their website up there or some information on the screen for you. So if you guys know how to do that, help me out. Leave me a comment down below or hit me up on Facebook or something and tell me how to do that. So I did film 2 videos tonight. The first one that I filmed was about the vape meet, and then I wanted to do this vlog. I am going to share with you the vape meet information if you are local on this vlog. However, I did want to tell you that because if you've already watched the vape meet information video, you can tune out now. You can turn the video off. That's all I'm going to talk about for the rest of the video. So for those of you that are checking out, make sure you go out to my Facebook and like Uncle Mike's Elixir. Check out my new website, umelixir.com, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and vape on. For the rest of you that are going to stick around, I'll tell you what's going on with this vape meet. It's February 22nd. It's in Highland, Illinois at Floyd's Bar on Main Street. It is from 6 to 9 p.m. and we have some vendors that are going to be giving away some great prizes. So I'm going to try to run through this fairly quick because the video is getting a little long. I like to keep them fairly short. Freedom Vapes out of Litchfield will be giving away 2 lava tubes, a t-shirt, 2 18650 batteries, some VV Novas, 10 bottles of their house brand juice, and their big prize will be a full K100 kit with a Patriot. BWO, this national vendor, also has a great YouTube channel. Check them out. They did send us a bunch of juice and a t-shirt to give away. I know a lot of people are going to want that BWO t-shirt. It's really nice. Me, myself, Uncle Mike's Elixir, I'll be giving away 630 mils, and I'll go ahead and tell you what those are. Just bear with me. I'm going to grab them. I've had them mixed up for about a week so they could get a little bit of steep time. My juice is typically really good right off the mix, but if you steep them for about 2 weeks, they become stellar, in my humble opinion, I guess. So, the juices I'll be giving away: Orange Tic Tac, Orgasm, Bliss, #1 seller, Crypto, Sublime, and probably #2 seller, Voodoo. There is 6 of them. That's my top 6 right now. So hopefully you guys get a shot at one of those. Express Vapors in Highland, they're giving away some really nice stuff. They're going to be giving away a Turtle Ship clone, a Nimbus clone, and 5 bottles of their new Cloud Sauce. They're going to be giving away, and then some. They've got some national vendors, just some random juices that they'll also be giving away. So it's brought to you by the Soil Vapors. So for a nice little vape meet, it's our first one, doing it over here near Highland, Illinois. We're looking forward to having a good audience, or a good crowd. Audience, what I'm talking about. I'm not in a band anymore, but a good crowd of people to come out. If you got stuff that you want to trade, bring it. A couple things I did want to share with you. Eric Taylor will be there. He has a 69 mod and a Kraken, both of them clones, that he's looking to trade for something of equal value. He did mention that he'd be interested in some dripping, rebuildable dripping addies too. So, and then Bill Edwards, he got a hold of me and said he'd be bringing some stuff to trade. So if you got something to trade, go ahead and bring it. Vendors that I didn't mention here, if you want to come and give stuff to the raffle, it'd be really appreciated by all the local vape family. And then if you want to set up a table and sell stuff, or if individuals want to sell stuff, we have no problem. There's no rules around that. We're just coming to hang out, vape together, show each other our different setups, sample each other's the juices from different vendors and stuff. So feel free to do whatever you want to do there with that. I'll be there. I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of you guys and putting some faces with some names. So I'm really excited about it. But anyway, I will go ahead and end this. We're up over 15 minutes. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out umelixir.com. Check out Uncle Mike's Elixir on Facebook. And vape on. Have a good night.